Lance, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Why?
It reminds me of the outdoors and the forest, and I love being outside.
Aww! Oh, why are we recording this? We are!
Welcome to Ghoul Talk, open late. Just a heads up, we'll be talking about death, obituaries, and real people. We mean no disrespect to the deceased, their families, or their communities. Whenever necessary, names or details may be changed or omitted. Our goal is to share stories, find humor in the strange and the spooky, and keep things lighthearted, never cruel.
Welcome back to Ghoul Talk, open late, the podcast where spooky never sleeps. And tonight, neither does denial. This episode is a little different. We have a special guest. He does not believe in ghosts. He believes in drafts, old buildings, bad wiring, and household plumbing with personality.
Today we're joined by my husband Lance, a proud skeptic whose emotional support phrase is, "It's the wind." Unfortunately for him, I took him ghost hunting to a haunted jail. Things happened. He was unsettled. You're about to hear my husband actively negotiate with reality.
Before we emotionally challenge Lance, let's talk refreshments. Lance has a Mountain Dew. And cheese curds. We're not sponsored, but Lance is spiritually partnered with the convenience store industry.
And then, because he loves me in the most concerning way possible, Lance brought me one of those "this might be the last chip you ever eat" spicy challenge chips. You know, the kind that comes in a coffin-shaped box? I'll take a picture. I will very bravely let it touch the absolute tip of my tongue. I will not chew or swallow it because I don't want to end this episode before it even begins. And April, did you bring anything for a snack?
I did. So I went to a local bakery in town, and I'm friends with the owner, and she said, "I have some candy for you for free." So I thought I would keep it for the podcast because it was free candy. So I told her we're going to review it on the podcast. So
Free candy.
It is...
oh my god, it's so cute!
It's a pack of sushi, but it's all gummies. There's chopsticks and there's
gel.
Yeah, there's candy gel and popping candy, which you know is our favorite, Pop Rocks.
So cute.
Yeah, we're gonna have to crack this open. And actually, we should take a picture first before we even do anything else, because this is adorable. It's called Yummy Gummies Candy Sushi.
That's adorable.
And it's adorable, and it's in a little tray and everything. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 types of sushi.
Trying to get the...
I think everything's edible except the chopsticks in the tray.
You never know.
So, yeah. That's what we've got there. And, I also brought one other thing that I scored big time from, shout out Giant Tiger. If you're Canadian, you know what this is. They have these in, like a bin. They're dill pickle peanuts, but they're really dilly. Like, extremely dilly. Like, I can only eat, 4 or 5 at a time. They're a really good car snack. Just a little, pop it in your...
So they're like dill pickle flavored spits. But they're peanuts.
Yes, and they're extremely dilly, like more dilly than you would think. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I've only eaten 1 bag because it took me 5 days because I can eat a little section at a time. So if you like dill, you're gonna have to try those.
And I'm gonna literally put
it's
on
time for the chip.
Plastic glove.
So this chip, this is the one. This someone has died from eating this chip.
Yeah, some little child has died.
And that's what Lance so lovingly bought.
I've opened it.
It's shrink wrapped in a...
I think I need more than one
You're
glove.
shaking! She's shaking.
Oh my god, can you smell it?
I'm trying not to.
I'm scared.
It's
What is
black.
It's black?
Okay, I'm gonna take this tiny little piece.
You're shaking so bad.
This tiny little piece.
Are you gonna eat the chip? Oh!
I took it immediately back off my tongue. Because, oh!
What is it like? What is it like?
Fire!
It's fire? I want to try.
Mm-mm. Get yourself a glove.
Where's your gloves? No, I can do it without a glove.
Oh no, because you're not allowed to touch your eyes or anything.
I need something.
Laundry
to put
room.
On my hand. I just realized I was wearing mascara today and I just rubbed my eyes.
Mine has already done that. Okay, so that tiny little 5mm piece of chip that I put on my tongue, barely touched it, and now my tongue is on fire.
Is it really?
I mean, I can handle that amount of spice. I could never eat the whole chip.
I hate spice, but I have to thank you, Lance, for the glove.
Now you're shaking.
I'm stuttering. I'm shaking. I'm nervous. This is my non-dominant hand.
Just take it.
Oh, I can. That looks disgusting.
Like that doesn't.
Sarah, that's disgusting.
That's way too big a piece.
I'm just gonna.
Ow! Don't breathe out. It hurts.
I don't know if I can. Oh my god! That's disgusting.
That's nuts.
I
Why would
just-
anybody always bring in milk?
We need to get this away from your dog, first
Yeah.
of all. Oh my god.
He's bringing us milk.
Thank you, Lance.
Thanks, because my
This
face.
is disgusting. You want to try?
Oh, thank you. Okay, so the milk helps.
Oh my god, that was freaking disgusting.
It doesn't taste like anything except for fire.
Why would someone do that?
I just did. I don't know why.
Also, okay, a kid. Someone ate that?
They must have been allergic to something.
I would die. My tongue. I thought I could eat a piece of that chip.
Put my tongue on my lip, and now my lip hurts. I'm getting warm.
That was 1,000 times worse than I thought it was gonna be.
Like, literally, the second it touches your tongue, it's like, "Mah!"
The second it touches your tongue.
I can't do spicy, so
I hate spicy, but I had to try.
I love spicy, but
I've seen them on TikTok when we were up in Vaughan and I seen it. I'm like, oh, Sarah needs that for the podcast because like try to get her to eat one of those and see how she reacts. Right?
Oh, that was a great idea.
I've
horrible.
eaten ghost peppers before. Shout out Dennis, and I survived it. It wasn't fun. This is
But
a
that
million
was
times worse.
That was like ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, like
a whole bunch of stuff in it.
a whole bunch of different of the
That's
hottest.
death in a shrink wrap coffin box.
Corn, Carolina Reaper pepper, Trinidad scorpion pepper, ghost pepper, jalapeno seasoning, edible activated charcoal, Idol salt, sunflower oil. Like it's
Ew.
I like how we looked at each other and activated charcoal. Like, ugh.
Like that was the
The
nicest part. Like that's what made it black.
The milk, the giant glass of milk isn't helping. It's
Like
still
my
there.
tongue is still on fire and we're drinking milk.
from that.
That I'm serious.
Sorry.
Oh, here another special guest, Sarah's dog with a
Playing.
squeaky toy.
Oh, it sounds like a duck.
There you go. There's some nice ASMR. I thought that was him like farting earlier, but it's a duck. I didn't realize at first what it was. Oh my god, that chip.
nuts.
Still bad, eh?
Yeah, breathing out hurts.
I barely touched my tongue. And like more than what I touched is stinging.
Yeah.
I just barely touched it and like the whole tip of my tongue is on fire.
It has, like,
My face hurts.
it's time to unleash the madness and join the cult. Enrich the heat.
Oh my.
Let your taste buds be blown away. Spice not your thing?
Don't do it.
Don't cough up in it.
I don't get it.
Make sure to wash your hands after touching
The glove was a
chip.
great idea.
Avoid touching your sensitive areas, and then some of the box is ripped. But
The sensitive areas are those sensitive areas.
The rest is you can figure it out on your own. Oh my gosh, I think I might need a dessert sushi just to like
Cleanse the
Try to
palate.
mellow it
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Oh
cleanse
my
the
God.
palate. I
It
can
is
still
adorable.
taste it. Yeah. Oh, this smells good. This doesn't smell like death.
it looks really cool.
I like how you're using the
I'm gonna use
chopsticks.
the chopsticks. I can't chew this on the podcast. Would you like to try?
I don't know. Do you think
Why
that?
don't you just put some popping candy in your mouth?
What if it makes it worse?
Oh, I can't do that.
All right. We've fueled our bodies with pure chaos.
More chaos this time than ever before.
And now it's time to fuel our souls with cardboard and delusion. It's tarot time. Oh, Lance, you're
those
struggling
cards.
with it. These are new cards.
Those are very shiny tarot cards. Ooh. Yep, that's a good pull, I can tell. The Nine of Swords, reversed. This is what happens when anxiety gets tired of being inside your head and starts looking for witnesses. This card isn't about panic, it's about the moment you stop pretending you are fine and give your internal meltdown a microphone. Tonight's card is screaming, suppressed dead, fake bravery, and I'm calm energy, while absolutely not being calm.
Okay, so I guess the whole point we're here is because we want to listen to Lance talk about this ghost hunt.
This episode is brought to you by Spreaker, the platform responsible for a rapidly spreading condition known as podcast brain. Symptoms include buying microphones you don't need, explaining RSS feeds to confused relatives, and saying things like, "Sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm editing audio." If this sounds familiar, you're probably already a podcaster. The good news is Spreaker makes the whole process simple. You record your show, upload it once, and Spreaker distributes it everywhere people listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and about a dozen apps your cousin swears are the next big thing. Even better, Spreaker helps you monetize your show with ads, meaning your podcast might someday pay for, well, more microphones. Start your show today at Spreaker.com. Spreaker, because if you're going to talk to yourself for an hour, you might as well publish it.
So, quick context before we make Lance relive our October ghost hunt. Lance and I recently went on a tour of the old SDG jail in Cornwall, Ontario. This place was built in 1833 and ran as an active jail until 2002. It held everyone from petty criminals to maximum security inmates, and people did not always leave alive. There were multiple executions by hanging here. People also died from illness, violence, and suicide. There are still dozens, possibly over 100, unclaimed bodies buried right on the property.
Ooh.
Over the years, staff and visitors have reported footsteps, keys and chains jingling, shadow figures, a woman in black wandering the corridors, even voices caught on recordings.
There's always a woman in
Black.
yeah,
Or white.
White or white, yeah.
So this wasn't your casual spooky walkthrough. We were doing a full paranormal investigation. EMF meters, spirit boxes, motion sensors, the whole Ghost Hunters starter pack.
That's so cool.
Unfortunately,
Not so cool.
because the universe hates me, our tech had a complete meltdown and we lost the audio. Yeah. What didn't get lost was the part that climbed directly into Lance's brain and has been living there rent-free ever since. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Lance. Handing the mic off.
It's your time to shine, Lance. Tell us something.
Okay. Well, I'm Lance, husband of one of the creators of this podcast. I don't believe in paranormal stuff. I don't know. There's always a rhyme or reason. I feel like that, you got a creaky shutter, need some WD-40, or you got, some loose floorboards or steps or stairs or whatever. And I don't know. It's like there's got to be a draft through a window or under a door or something. And I don't know. I just don't believe it. So yeah, my wife is like super into this stuff, and I support her as much as I can. I think it's great that she has this belief in these hobbies that keeps her
Spooky.
spooky, right? Yeah, spooky's right. So she asked me if we want to go up to this haunted jail thing, and this is like around Halloween, I think, like a week or two before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, if that's what you want to do, like, you know what, you let me do lots of stuff I want to do, so let's go do this thing. Like, I'll see what it's about. We arrived there, and like, I didn't even know Cornwall had an old jail.
I didn't know either, actually, until you guys told me. Yeah.
We got there, and it's like, oh, this is a kind of cool building. I like old buildings and stuff. Like, this is a cool building. And then they let us in, and you're bundled up in a group, right? I think there was us and like 2 or 3 other small groups. But you're one big group, right? And you go up, and they make you watch all these videos and stuff on the history of the jail, kind of known more famous people to that jail, I guess, or presences that have been, seen or heard in that jail. What wings they were on, what year, how they died, how long they were there, and the history in this jail is amazing. Like,
That's cool.
Of like the people that came through, the history of like when things were like outlawed, like whippings were outlawed, not allowed to do them anymore, and when hangings were outlawed and stuff, because like they actually hung people at this jail. Like, it's
wow,
it gives you like the jitters,
chills, yeah.
chills.
Yeah.
Like they actually hung until like the 1900s, like late 1900s.
I was standing in a spot, and the guy that running it was like, "So right about where you're standing," and I was like, "Oh,
that's where
that's where like
the hanging
the gallows."
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So they're showing us these videos, and I'm like, I'm into these videos. I'm like, okay, a lot of history here is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And then they start bringing out all this technology stuff.
We didn't even have enough hands to hold it all.
Okay, well,
I was gonna say, to give you like a fanny pack or something, or like you just have to hold all this stuff.
Okay, so a couple things I remember was there was like the cat ball.
Oh yeah, which
Right?
I have cat balls.
So
I don't even know what that is.
It's like this little, it's like a little plastic ball.
Motion sensor.
And if something moves it or it detects like a vibration, it lights up. And I'm
Okay.
like, okay, so we went to the dollar store and bought some stuff, right?
We're like, oh,
High tech.
hey guys, paranormal stuff. And I'm like, okay, guys, like, right? Like, I'm like, no, you guys have not won me over yet. They take us in, and they show us all how the equipment works, and we get a
Barely.
camera. Yeah, it was pretty quick. Like,
A brief overview.
we didn't understand it super well.
like
but
the spirit box I understood. No, he gave the spirit box that I owned to someone else and gave us a different one that I didn't understand.
Yeah,
so
and,
it was like, okay.
these things seemed very much like they will pick up like anything. Like you go and like they told you that, like if you go near electrical wires
Yeah.
or something on the wall or like emergency exit lights,
Right.
yeah, it'll
They're gonna
like
pick it up.
it's gonna pick it up. So
Yeah.
you just mind that if your thing goes off that you're probably near something and look for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Try to
sure.
debunk it first. And
Yeah.
then
Try
if
to
you
debunk
can't-
it.
Yeah.
So they take us down and like, okay, everyone, we're gonna start in this room and da 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 da. And they take you around to the rooms. They give you a tour of the
Okay.
areas that you can explore on your own, so that you're familiar with those areas. You have,
Okay,
you have a
right.
'Cause,
flashlight.
yeah,
to
it's
see.
dark.
Oh yeah. So all the lights are off. It's not.
Pitch black. Pitch black.
Oh,
like
I don't like that.
emergency exits.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like there might have been, like,
those
a-
signs
They
were
probably
lit up.
have to. Yeah.
They have to,
yeah,
but
yeah.
everything else is like pitch black, right?
Crap.
So yeah, so you got your flashlight and like, okay, we're gonna start in this room and this box does this and the one is like, you go in and you ask it these questions.
And it's like the
Right.
yes or no triangle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Like a magic 8-ball.
Kind of, but it lights up.
it lights
Okay,
up. One
okay.
side's
Red.
blue.
Well,
no,
it's always
green.
blue, and then
It's
one
always
side's
blue.
red.
One side's green. One side's red.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But anyways, they give us a tour. They're like, open the gates for the cells and see if they close when you come back. next time. Now, keep in mind, there's you plus
There's other people.
Yeah.
other people that could be going in these rooms. So
Right.
you have to kind of interact with them as you're going from room to room. Be like, hey,
I just opened these.
yeah. If you go
Just-
in and they're closed,
Please tell us.
why,
Yeah. You need to know if someone else closed it or if it closed on its own.
That's right. And
Okay.
like these aren't little plastic gates. Like these are jail cell
They're real-
doors.
yeah,
like they're
right.
they're heavy, solid metal. Anyway, so we go through and Sarah and I, they're like, okay guys, enjoy your tour. All right, okay. So we start doing our tour and I'm like, she's super excited and she knows the questions asked, which they give you like a whole line and the names of these people
Right.
to like kind of reach out to, like, hey Martha, are you in the room with us? And like this is going on and I'm sitting there and I'm, hey Louise, are you in the room with us this evening? And like nothing. I'm like, yeah, of course there's nothing. There's a rat, there's a rat running through the walls. Like, I don't know, but like nothing's happening. Nothing. And then we keep on going to another room and go to another room. We'll finally go to that little triangle thing room, and it's just Sarah and I in there. You can hear everyone else down the hall in the other wings or whatever of this jail cell or this jail area, and
We're right up against the wall.
we're up against the wall. We're far from the box, right?
Okay.
We're probably 10 feet between us, maybe a little more. So Sarah's asking questions. I'm like, well, I kind of want to participate too, so I'm asking questions also. I asked the question, hi, my wife and I are in here. Do you want us to leave?
Ugh,
You
I just
know,
got chills.
something like that, right? Nothing. Are we being a bother to you? So you're supposed to ask yes or no questions.
Right. That makes sense.
Are we being a bother to you? Do you want us to leave? And the freaking thing, bling, green light comes on. I
Just
shit
died.
myself. Yeah, I was like, that didn't happen. And I got goosebumps right now. I'm talking about it. And I'm like,
Nuh-uh.
no. And like I was holding the camera. I had it on camera. Like it's switching from blue to like the solid green. And after asking like, do you want us to leave?
Yeah.
I was like, bling. I'm like,
So we were like, oh.
yeah, I like immediately. And this is very soon to us starting. This is within
It's like in the beginning.
10
Like,
minutes?
10, 15 minutes in.
How
This
long
is
was the whole tour? Like
2 hours?
2.5 hours?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's long. Yeah.
So
So you're freaked out right away. Pretty
I'm
much.
freaked out.
So, but Mr. Fix-It immediately.
Okay, so yeah, so these guys are still sitting out in like the office or like
Okay.
the lobby of this building.
Yeah.
I leave there And I go out and I ask them, and I'm like,
Knocking on doors.
guys, hey, this is what just happened. This is what the question was. Da 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 da. Is that normal? They're like, yeah, that's how it's all supposed to work. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Like, I do not like this
I didn't
at
come
all.
here for that.
How close do you need to be? Oh, you need to be within 3 feet. So we went back.
Yeah.
Not 3 feet. We had to almost touch the thing.
Like,
Yeah, to get it to
trigger it
set
yourself,
it
you mean?
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was pretty legit then.
For it to pick up our electrical
Right.
magnetic.
And you were like 10 feet away, so you were...
Yeah. Oh, we
It
were out of
wasn't
the
you.
range. Yeah. No, it got me creeped out. So then we're going on and we're going through the rest of these areas in there. Nothing else happened in that time other than the whole time you're there,
You just feel weird.
you feel weird. Like you sit in the jail cell, like their bed, and their beds were very
Cement.
cement. You know,
And it was literally this
They're-
wide.
yeah, and it's
a
just
foot
like
wide.
a 7-8 foot long tunnel, and that was like their cell. And it's
Just
like,
enough for like one body to lay on. Like,
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
not rolling around, you're not moving, you're
no,
just laying
it's
on it, yeah.
and it's straight up like, God, people lived here, people died here,
Yeah.
like a lot of people were tortured here and stuff. But I'm like, okay, something, and I'm trying to get this out of my mind, but now you can't, right?
They got you now.
Now you can't. So there's groups starting after us, like, you know, let's say we were the 8:30 p.m. group. There's a 9:30 p.m. group.
Oh, so they
starting.
stagger you a little bit.
They stagger you out, right?
Yeah.
A group finishes, and then, you know, you're kind of in the middle, and then there's a group coming behind you, right? So they're always rotating equipment and stuff. But so they take us down to like the next area of this jail. That was the area where the thing was that they hung people.
The gallows.
The gallows they called it. So I went out. There's a little door, and I'm curious. I peek my head and I look out. Well, there's a replica of this gallows thing for hanging people outside. And they're like, oh, that's not part of the touring area. Like, you can go out, but it's not normally part of the touring area.
Close the door so people don't follow you.
Yeah. So we went out, we took the stuff, talked out there for a minute, buy this replica of this thing to that would hang people, and nothing happened there. We come back inside, and now you're starting to look through, because, I hear people down in there, and I hear people over there. All right, we'll go to this room. So we went down to like a nurse's station.
Yeah, the nurse's station was weird.
Ugh.
Where it
creepy.
felt like super creepy.
Now-
Okay, so
The gentleman did say that behind the wall was really, really active a couple nights ago. And there was like a music box that would not
Ugh.
stop going
yeah.
off.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
like a music box.
Yeah.
I do not like a music box.
That didn't happen for us.
Oh, that's
Not for
nightmare.
us, so
That's nightmare fuel for me.
we got a one room and come back up the stairs, and yeah, we go into this like nurse's station, or it might have been the nurse's station, the woman's cell area. I can't remember all.
There was like
of it.
one woman.
The woman.
But so we go in, and you go in, and there's a cell phone, and you text the cell phone,
Oh.
and it would reply to you.
This was not my favorite thing.
Someone could
No.
have just replied, no?
Yeah.
So we're in there, and there's also a transmitter thing with a set
Spirit
of
box
headphones.
with headphone.
And I sit down at the cell phone table because I'm like tired of being on my feet already.
This episode is brought to you by Spreaker, the platform responsible for a rapidly spreading condition known as podcast brain. Symptoms include buying microphones you don't need, explaining RSS feeds to confused relatives, and saying things like, "Sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm editing audio." If this sounds familiar, you're probably already a podcaster. The good news is Spreaker makes the whole process simple. You record your show, upload it once, and Spreaker distributes it everywhere people listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and about a dozen apps your cousin swears are the next big thing. Even better, Spreaker helps you monetize your show with ads, meaning your podcast might someday pay for, well, more microphones. Start your show today at Spreaker.com. Spreaker, because if you're going to talk to yourself for an hour, you might as well publish it.
Need a break.
So I'm like, cool, I'm going to sit down. And Sarah's listening to the Spirit Box thing with the headphones. And something came across to you.
You said, "Are you lonely here?"
Ugh.
Yeah,
And then
and
I
you-
can't hear what he's saying, so then I went,
Yeah, and
"Only."
Oh, I just got
Only.
chills.
Only.
And then I was like, "Wait."
I have
Lonely.
goosebumps.
Lonely, yeah. And that, when she was like, lonely. And I'm like,
Oh,
because I heard the questions.
Yeah, he was
Right.
asking them. I didn't hear the question.
my gosh.
And
And
then-
is that like the spirit box where it's like,
Yeah.
and then, okay,
And it-
okay,
yeah.
like static and then
And then it
something.
like plays like a little bit of a radio, and it said "only,"
Whoa.
and I
Yeah.
was like,
So,
so that kind of had
okay,
us.
so now it got part 2 of Lance being like, fuck school.
That's okay.
Sorry, not supposed to swear. What is going? Like, I'm creeped out now. I'm really like creeped out. So, anyways, there's a cell phone in there, and I'm texting the cell phone. Hi, my name is Lance. What's your name?
It was weird.
Did you die in the jail? Did you
God.
do this? What is your name? Boop. Bethany.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's a ghost name for sure.
oh.
There's a ghost name.
Oh, that's
Too much.
this thing. Instead of saying like no answer, no answer, no answer, no answer. Finally came back with a name.
You were very shooketh.
Yeah, I'm very like. So I'm like, I'm gonna text it again. Nothing. I text again. Nothing. And Sarah's like, I don't know about those things, Lance. I'm like, wow, why did I ask like 15 texts and nothing, and then finally got like a name, and then I get another name, Jordan, I think it was.
Something, yeah.
And I'm like, oh. Sarah, I gotta get here. I don't like this room no more. Okay,
I was not a big fan of the technological thing of it all, so I was like, let's leave. I'm done. And
well,
you were
it
scared.
never came up. It never came up like report spam or anything. So I'm like, all right, we gotta go on to this. Like,
We gotta get out of here.
there's people who want in here. Let's check this, right?
I think someone wants in here right now. We gotta go.
So we go to that room, and then we go up into
It was a bunch of jail
like,
cells.
a bunch of jail cells, men's common area,
Okay,
I want to say, but a bunch of jail cells, bunch of tables, so you could come in and out. There was a shower, and it was pretty like there was still stuff written on the walls.
Oh yeah,
and
that's weird.
Like you
yeah.
could, it was like this was lived in. It was lived in until like the 80s. Like there was people housed in there until like the 80s or something.
Yeah.
I think if I recall, but
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, like yeah, there's still.
It's just weird to see.
It's
Yeah.
weird to see.
And like go and step inside and then close the door behind you. It's like,
Yeah,
Ugh.
like you're in here now.
Like I did the Kingston Pen tour like years and years ago, and same thing. Like there was a couple like cells where there was like artwork on the walls
Yeah.
and stuff from somebody who
that was somebody that was
did
there.
Yeah, it's creepy.
there was a lot of like native Aboriginal stuff on the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Which
yeah.
makes sense.
Makes sense
for
for the
Cornwall
area.
area.
Yep,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're up in there, and lo and behold, Lance finds a seat.
Another seat.
And I'm sitting down, and I'm listening. Now, I take, at this point, there's one of these boxes with an antenna and our radio thing. And they told us if something goes between the two,
Oh,
that the box will, like, light up.
I don't
And
like
make
that.
crazy noises.
Make crazy noise. Like, just say you're in there and all these, like...
And like, beep, beep, beep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
And I'm like, well, this is annoying, but also very creepy. And I'm like, okay.
It's unsettling.
We
So,
wandered around in there
we
for a
set
bit.
that over in there.
In the last
Yeah.
stall.
And we're reading things, because there was some stuff to read in there.
Ouija board, I played with it for a bit.
She
Oh,
played with
God.
the Ouija. I'm sitting there listening to like another box. Well, as I'm listening to this other box at the table, because they have them placed throughout, you can pick them up and listen to them, like the cell phone, right? As I'm sitting there listening to this table,
We said something about
our-
like leaving or something.
our camera was there, and I had it facing
That
the
area.
box in the corner.
Okay,
So
yeah.
like we have another box set up over there that we set up, how I told us. And then this thing, like we're in this room for 15 minutes.
Nothing happened.
Nothing's happened. I'm sitting there listening. She's doing the Ouija board thing. Da, da. And next thing you know, just that box, for every reason, just starts lighting up.
And beep,
Like,
beep, 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 beep.
The lights are going crazy on. And
Oh, God.
It does this. It does it for like 2-3 seconds, right? But that's when you've been in a room in an area for 15 minutes, and that's been sitting there.
Nothing.
And it wasn't like it was a 20-foot span. It was like there was a foot space between
There's
the two items.
Yeah,
Oh,
about
that's
about
creepy.
3 feet.
Yeah.
That's
Three
creepy.
feet is what it was. But yeah, it starts lighting up, and now and boom, like here's occurrence number 3 for Lance. That I can't explain it.
Yeah.
I had to go and actually put my hand in between for it to go off again. Like when I picked it up, it went
Yeah.
off again.
Yeah,
When we left the
because
room.
you're touching it.
Yeah.
But now, like nothing there. Now I'm like, okay, I've seen 3 things happen on this tour that I'm like, I'm not gonna say I'm a believer, but I'm gonna say I'm like, what the hell? What is going on? Like something's weird here. So I'm gonna go down to the last area.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Which was
with
like-
the dolls.
Oh no. They
Yeah.
got dolls.
Yeah, so they use these dolls with sound boxes in them, or voice
that's
boxes
terrifying.
in them. Yeah, so the...
And one would like ask you questions
Ew,
It asks questions.
ew.
related to what you were talking about and stuff.
Yeah.
It was, and it was like we were in like a little. It was the torture room.
You start in a kitchen.
Yeah.
You start in a kitchen, and then you can go down from the kitchen to the room where the person who assigned essentially the punishments. So you had the office for the person who was like, okay, you did this, you are going to get 15 lashings for what you did. That's your punishment. The next room beside it was where they gave those lashings.
Oh, God.
So you go in the kitchen, you walk around there, nothing happened there. We went in the office, nothing happened there. I think one of the other groups said they had something weird happen. And then we went in to the lashings room, or the whipping room, the punishment room, I guess. And we sat in there, and we had nothing happen in there, but you could you're just looking around it. It's a dome. It's laid in brick, and it's like a dome shape with a very very thick wood door. Very, 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 very old.
Chains, literally.
There was
on the
chains.
wall.
There was spots where they had like the bolts that the chains would come down to strap the people there for their punishment. Super weird. Yeah, super weird. So we do that. We sit in there for a few minutes, and there was one more that we missed. There was this tunnel area.
Oh yeah, that tunnel area.
Where they had things set up like speakers and guitars and like little piano keys and stuff going up these stairs.
Like spiral staircase.
That would take them, it would essentially take the prisoners from here, take them up to the courtroom. They would go up the spiral staircase up to the courtroom, and that's how they would proceed into their court hearings and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that room too, they said like in the past, week or so, we've had a lot of activity in there. So we go in there, and Sarah's like, I don't hear anything. I'm not hearing anything. And I'm like, you don't hear through like the sound box, the ding, ding, like a guitar string like getting hit and stuff. I'm like, there's stuff happening here, and it's like...
I started getting rude in that room. I put cat balls out.
It's not rude.
Yeah.
I started to get rude to be like, okay, maybe if I'm like, okay, why is no one doing anything? They would start
I paid for this experience.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. I was like, oh, it's just a noise. Like, it's just a noise on an electric thing.
Yeah, but that's what the purpose of it was that stuff was placed there for spirits to
mess around with and
control,
like,
say, right?
Speak to you through almost, right?
Yeah.
Like manipulate them so that you get freaked out, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess like in the time we were there, the 2.5 hours, whatever the tour was, yeah, I had 3-4 like good experiences. 5 maybe with like the guitars and stuff, but yeah, 4 or 5 I guess like good ones that I was like
For Mr. Non-Believer.
And I left there.
Oh yeah, and the black cat in the parking lot.
Oh my god, yes. Before we even went in, we're sitting in the car because we arrived early. Walk up the doors like, we will let everyone in at 10 o'clock because on their sign, or 8:30, whatever the time was they open for us. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll just go sit in the car for 15 minutes or until they're gonna actually let us in. When we go to get out of the car, no freaking way this happened. A dang black cat is running through the parking lot and comes out and in front of our car, and I'm like, are you serious?
Did someone release that black cat?
I said that.
That's not even a joke. That's not.
That's
that actually
amazing.
happened. Like, there's no way
that
a black
happened.
cat just did that.
That's amazing. That just started your night off.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, it was a really cool experience. Really sucked that they lost their audio.
I can't believe so you recorded everything on a camera that they gave you.
Yeah.
And you and a couple other people completely lost audio. You didn't get your audio.
Well, I looked at like a second of it. I was so annoyed. I did look at a second of it. It's like we were having technical issues this morning. Or we couldn't hear ourselves on the speaker, but then a beeper thing went off, and I could hear the beeper on the video.
That's weird.
So I don't know. I
think maybe it was so haunted that the ghosts were manipulating your audio.
I don't know. They were using these things in some of the
Blue
rooms.
Yeti mics.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was strange. I still have to watch the whole the whole thing.
Yeah, we need to see some maybe like clips and stuff from that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Would you guys do it again?
I would. I
yeah.
would in a second.
Yeah,
I want
would.
more creepy things to happen.
I would. I think I'd do it again. I'm not gonna say I'm like full on believer.
Yeah.
I don't think about it much. Like I don't go out of the cemetery and be like, ooh, there must be some ghosts there.
Did you have nightmares and stuff, or
No.
No, you were just good. Yeah.
Never had no nightmares. But
You were wide-eyed
I had
for a bit.
yeah, I had a lot of curiosity. I have a lot of curiosity about it. A lot of, I guess, more unanswered questions. But yeah, I would definitely do it again. I think just even hearing the history on those buildings
Was neat.
is so cool.
Yeah, to be in somewhere that's so old and has like literally like the things those walls have seen, right?
In that freaking jail, this was cool to me also. And this is like for anybody that is like, wow, can't believe that stuff. It was on Creepy Canada.
Oh, yeah.
The TV show.
The TV show. I used to love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Creepy
Cool.
Canada.
And they showed like bits of the episode of that. And
That's
it's like,
cool.
we're at that place. So I mean, like, yeah, if you're in the area or if you're traveling through the area and they have something set up like that,
Go.
go.
Yeah, it's
The,
legit.
the building's beautiful. The history behind it is outrageous. Yeah, 100% go.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd like that too. Even though you lost your audio, you're still telling people to go to it.
Yeah.
So can't happen again, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fluke thing.
So that was my experience with it.
Cool.
I still just talking about it gives me the chills. So I guess that means you got me believing it.
It's
Right?
a struggle
Like-
to get him to admit that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
So, that was Lance versus the Afterlife.
This episode is brought to you by Spreaker, the platform responsible for a rapidly spreading condition known as podcast brain. Symptoms include buying microphones you don't need, explaining RSS feeds to confused relatives, and saying things like, "Sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm editing audio." If this sounds familiar, you're probably already a podcaster. The good news is Spreaker makes the whole process simple. You record your show, upload it once, and Spreaker distributes it everywhere people listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and about a dozen apps your cousin swears are the next big thing. Even better, Spreaker helps you monetize your show with ads, meaning your podcast might someday pay for, well, more microphones. Start your show today at Spreaker.com. Spreaker, because if you're going to talk to yourself for an hour, you might as well publish it.
While he's processing, we're going to move into our Phantom Files segment to keep the trauma train rolling. April?
Here we go. Burning without a spark. There's a phenomenon that has terrified people and myself for centuries because it suggests something almost unthinkable, that the human body itself might suddenly become fuel.
Yes!
No attacker, no fire accelerant, no obvious cause. It's called spontaneous human combustion.
A&E,
Yeah.
coming back.
A body reduced to ash, furniture untouched. Sometimes just a leg, a skull, or part of a torso remaining. A greasy residue coating nearby surfaces.
Yuck.
And while science says one thing, the cases say something else. Reports of spontaneous human combustion go back hundreds of years. The stories are eerily similar. A person is found dead in their home, their body is almost completely burned to ash, but the room around them is barely touched. A chair remains intact, curtains don't catch fire, sometimes even paper nearby is unharmed. No witnesses, no signs of struggle, no clear ignition source. And in some historical cases, coroners actually wrote the words, "death by spontaneous human combustion." Modern science doesn't believe humans simply burst into flames. Instead, investigators point to something called the wick effect. Here's how it works. A small ignition happens, maybe a cigarette, a candle, a spark from a heater, clothing catches fire, body fat melts and soaks into the fabric. The clothing becomes the wick and the body becomes the fuel. The fire burns slowly and intensely, sometimes for hours, hot enough to destroy the body but controlled enough that the fire doesn't spread. It's disturbing but scientifically plausible. In lab tests, it's been shown to happen. But even with the wick effect, some cases still feel wrong. Why didn't the person wake up? Why didn't they try to escape? Why didn't neighbors smell smoke? Why didn't smoke alarms go off? And in some cases, investigators still can't identify the ignition source. That gap, that uncertainty, is where fear lives. When science doesn't fully satisfy, the imagination and paranormal steps in. Some have suggested internal chemical reactions, electrical phenomena, ball lightning, poltergeist activity.
What's ball lightning?
We're gonna have to Google that because I have no idea.
Okay.
Or unknown biological energy releases. Lance is on Googling that right now. There's no evidence for these explanations, but they persist because the deaths themselves are so strange. Even famous writers believed in it. In the 1800s, people accepted spontaneous human combustion as real. It appeared in medical journals, newspapers, and literature, treated not as fiction, but as fact. You got it, Lance?
I got it,
Okay, what is it?
but I don't understand it.
Okay, I probably won't either.
So, ball lightning is a rare, glowing sphere of light, often grapefruit-sized or larger, seen during thunderstorms, varying in color, red, blue, orange, and lasting seconds to minutes, vanishing with a pop or crackle. While widely reported, its cause is unknown, though leading theorists suggest it's a form of plasma from vaporized silicon in soil reacting with air or ionized particles, with some lab recreations supporting the silicon idea. It's considered a real but poorly understood atmospheric phenomenon, distinct from typical lightning.
And that's why we didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
Thank you, Lance.
Thank you, Lance. Science says there's no confirmed case of a human body igniting without an external heat source. But the deaths that inspired the idea, they happened. Quietly, slowly, often with no one else in the room. And that's why spontaneous human combustion still unsettles us. Because even if the fire had a spark, the ending feels impossibly lonely. But there was often one detail quietly added into the report. The victim was described as a heavy drinker. That single detail would shape how this phenomenon was understood and misunderstood for generations. The alcohol theory. In the 18th and 19th centuries, many doctors genuinely believed that chronic alcohol use made the human body flammable. The theory suggested that years of drinking spirits saturated the body, and one day, something inside simply ignited. It wasn't French thinking, it appeared in medical texts, it appeared in newspapers, it fit neatly with the moral beliefs of the time. Spontaneous human combustion wasn't just a mystery, it was framed as a consequence. But modern science has dismantled that idea completely. Alcohol didn't fuel the fire, but it often set the stage. Chronic alcohol use is associated with falling asleep while smoking, reduced reaction time, impaired pain awareness, difficulty escaping danger, living alone. An intoxicated or unconscious person may not wake up, may not move, may not fight the fire. This explains why some victims appear to have made no attempt to escape, a detail that once seemed supernatural. What science actually says: the human body cannot become flammable from drinking alcohol. Alcohol is metabolized quickly, blood alcohol levels never approach anything combustible. There is no biological mechanism for internal ignition. So, if people aren't bursting into flames from the inside, what is happening? The wick effect. Or, like how in the first 15 minutes of a YouTube documentary I watched called Real Cases of Spontaneous Human Combustion Documentary by Brian Prophet, human candles.
I don't know why I'm just picturing a head on fire.
Human candles. There's just something about hearing human candles that I was just
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
weird
just
way to put it.
don't even, yeah, I guess, but wow. Now, I told Sarah earlier that I have a personal connection to this phenomenon. I have a great aunt who died by spontaneous human combustion.
No!
I do.
No!
I do. I was told by family this happened in her apartment. So obviously when I was told this, I went straight to the interwebs and I got on the Google machine. And what I could find online when searching for her obit or a death notice was this, quote, "She burned to death in a fire in her apartment September 1997. She was 70 years old."
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
What? Well, who's saying she just caught on fire then?
So my family member, they know for a fact this is what happened. And that's what they reported in her death notice.
Oh, I just got chills.
Yeah. I remember when this family member told me this, I didn't believe them, and I Googled it, and...
This episode is brought to you by Spreaker, the platform responsible for a rapidly spreading condition known as podcast brain. Symptoms include buying microphones you don't need, explaining RSS feeds to confused relatives, and saying things like, "Sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm editing audio." If this sounds familiar, you're probably already a podcaster. The good news is Spreaker makes the whole process simple. You record your show, upload it once, and Spreaker distributes it everywhere people listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and about a dozen apps your cousin swears are the next big thing. Even better, Spreaker helps you monetize your show with ads, meaning your podcast might someday pay for, well, more microphones. Start your show today at Spreaker.com. Spreaker, because if you're going to talk to yourself for an hour, you might as well publish it.
She burnt to death in a fire in her apartment. The apartment building did not burn down. The apartment did not burn down. She burned down. Now, I do have a story of one of the most famous and mystifying spontaneous human combustion deaths, which is that of a woman named Mary Reeser.
I may have heard of it.
You probably have. This one's definitely famous. So this is from Wikipedia. At roughly 8 a.m. on July 2nd, 1951, Reeser's landlady, Pansy Carpenter, which is a great name.
A horrible name, but a great name.
Arrived at Reeser's apartment at 1200 Cherry Street, Northeast, St. Petersburg, Florida, with a telegram. Trying the door, she found the metal doorknob to be uncomfortably warm to the touch and called police. Reeser's remains were there, largely ashes, and were found among remnants of a chair in which she had been sitting. All that remained of Reeser, who became known as the Cinder Lady, were part of her left foot that was wearing a slipper, her backbone, and her skull. Plastic household objects at a distance from the seat of the fire were softened and had lost their shapes. Reeser's skull had survived and was found among the ashes, but shrunken to the size of a teacup.
What? What?
And we have photos. So I'll include this in our Instagram post for this episode, but I'm going to show Sarah and Lance right now.
Oh my goodness, she's got photos.
We've got photos. Because you can just Google this. Okay, this is what she looked like alive.
Okay.
She actually looks a lot like my grandmother.
I was gonna say, looks like the queen.
It looks like, yeah, you know,
Healthy
classic.
lady for her age.
Yeah, so that's the only picture I could find of her. This is a photo of them cleaning up after she was burned in her apartment.
Look at their surrounding is like
They're just
fine.
shoveling it around. Yeah, the wall's not even burnt beside her. And then this is her leg
Yeah,
in the shoe.
I've definitely
my.
seen that before.
Is that not insanely disturbing?
Oh, yeah.
So if you just Google, like I have done this many times in my life because I have this crazy curiosity where I'll just Google spontaneous human combustion and you will see photos like that where it could be someone so their leg from their knees down on leaning against a chair and everything else completely burned away to ash. And it takes extreme heat to disintegrate your bones.
To cremate a body,
Yes,
it's
yes.
insane.
Yes, so when you see just a leg and a foot in a shoe, that's it. That's all it's like.
And like the carpet's fine.
Yep. The carpet's fine. Yeah. Is it not the most wild thing?
It puts a sense of fear into you, like, you know, like there was that show, like 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now it's like if you watch that when it aired, you know, and we were all a lot younger, but and now it's like, oh, cool, 1,001 Ways to Die. You know?
Yep.
A whole new fear of a way I probably don't want to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Crazy,
Like-
tragic, wild.
Something
deaths.
you can't stop, obviously,
Yeah,
because you don't
just
even know what's
sitting there
coming.
Enjoying, you know, The Price is Right. You know, you're just up.
All of a sudden, you could be just on fire.
Yeah.
There was a few other stories that I heard about and read about while researching for this, and like there was one talking about there was 3 girls, like they left school and they were walking down this like staircase outside, and all of a sudden one of the girls just caught fire. Her friends put her out. She was rushed to the hospital. Later, died at the hospital from her injuries. She
Probably
just
like
caught fire.
internally, I wonder.
Just caught fire.
Nuts.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, there's so many reported cases of it, and like I said, if you Google it and just click images and just scroll, like, it's real. There's photo proof of it, and this is long before AI was a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
That is
Well, and like
Yeah.
if you want to say like the human body is interesting, it's interesting to the point where it'll just today is your day. I'm gonna cremate myself.
yes.
Like that's
Self-cremation.
just so, like
It's like how the oven does self-cleaning, your body does
yeah,
self-cremation.
yeah, like
It saves them money, they don't have to cremate the
like,
body.
You partied way too hard when you were younger, and I gotta cleanse everything now. You know, like
Turn you to dust, just
Yeah.
like that.
wow.
Yeah. Right?
nuts.
Like
Yep.
people survive Chernobyl, and then there's
not funny.
self-cremation.
Not funny.
Yeah, self-cremation.
But people are also just self-cremating. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Wild. And it's a real thing. It's been around forever. Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
This is what this is stuff in history, and this is how like my mind works. Is like you go to like that jail thing, or like learn this, and this is something that happens or happened in history with that lady. You know, bless her soul and all. But
You're so sweet.
it's like you just get thinking. You're like, it's just like,
Oh, we should have taken a photo of that.
like
Lance literally did like a very surprised head explosion emoji.
Yeah, the head explosion emoji. He just did it.
yeah, like just. You know?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's that.
you never know when it's your day. Okay. After Phantom Files, it feels only right to hand things back to Sarah, mostly because she nearly lost her life to a tortilla chip.
Well, so did you. I can't believe you tried.
I can't either, actually. So if anyone is qualified to tell today's Final Destination amateur hour, it is her.
This happened in the dark of night, which already tells you everything you need to know. If you're voluntarily jumping into freezing open water in the dark, you've already decided that vibes are stronger than physics. It was Epiphany, a religious holiday where people cut a hole into frozen water, usually shaped like a cross, and immerse themselves as a symbol of purification. It's tradition. It happens every year. People film it, people clap, people come out shivering, but alive, and immediately act like they just unlocked a spiritual achievement badge. Honestly, good for them.
Yeah.
That night, nothing seemed wrong, because nothing ever seems wrong when you've watched 100 people survive the same act of purification. Anastasia Morozova, I've changed her name, stepped forward with confidence.
Changed her name to that?
Well, it's,
That's amazing.
and I can't even pronounce it. There was no hesitation, no nervous laugh, no test the water with the toe moment. She crossed herself, took one step, and jumped. And in less than a second, she disappeared. Just gone.
Oof.
What no one on shore seemed to fully grasp was that frozen water does not mean still water. Under that ice was a strong current, moving fast and silent like a conveyor belt hidden beneath a trapdoor. The hole wasn't an entrance and an exit, it was a glass ceiling, giving the illusion of escape.
Yeah, you don't really think about that.
No, water moving. People stood there waiting for her to come back up, because that's what's supposed to happen. Someone yelled her name. Someone else leaned forward like proximity alone might summon her back. But there was nothing to see. No bubbles, no movement, no second chance. When she went under, the current took her sideways, not down, but away. And once you're under ice, direction stops meaning anything. There's no horizon and no light to follow. Rescue didn't happen quickly because there was nothing to rescue yet.
Oh.
You can't dive blindly under ice. You can't chase a current you can't see unless you want to become the water's next victim. All anyone could do was stand there, waiting for a body to resurface. By the time divers were called in, it was too late. The water had already decided it was keeping her. Her body was found days later, far from the hole. She didn't drown because the ice broke or because she panicked. She drowned because the water moved. No amount of belief was going to stop it.
No.
This is what makes this story genuinely terrifying. It's not the darkness, it's the assumption. The idea that because something is familiar, it's safe. That because people do it every year, the conditions will politely repeat themselves. Nature doesn't respect tradition. Water does not remember last year, and the currents don't care what day it is.
Don't give an F. They don't.
This isn't about faith or religion. It's about the danger of mistaking familiarity for protection. The scariest thing you can bring into the wild isn't fear, it's confidence. And that quiet certainty is how people disappear in the dark.
Oh my god, that gave me chills. And it's so true.
It's
you
so
know about
true.
that, Lance. Like,
It's so true. Like,
oh,
You gotta be wary all the time.
Yeah. You go into
And do they,
any
like-
situation overconfident, like you gotta understand that I boat a lot. I boat a lot in those conditions.
Yeah.
We were boating like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
We were out in the boat hunting, and you gotta understand that anytime you put a boat in the water and there's ice or it's as cold as it is or rough as it is, like
I mean, Titanic, they failed. So.
Yeah.
Titanic failed, yeah, like it's dangerous out there.
Yeah, so maybe, Lance, don't end up on our podcast, please.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want you to be our next.
No, but like
Dumb
listen, you
ways to
read that. There's
die.
so many things that I'm like, this is an organization that did this, or like this is a group of people that did this.
And do
like,
they still
every
do
year.
it?
Yeah, it's actually on the calendar in January.
But like, no ropes. Like
No,
Yeah,
nothing.
like,
if
yeah.
we're gonna go in, like who just drills a hole
And then jumps in it in the night.
In the night.
in the
Yeah.
night and doesn't think like
Maybe tie off to something just
tie-
in case.
tie off to something?
What
Hey,
if they just
did
get
we-
disoriented going down,
Did,
right?
did we check the current? Do we know how deep it is?
No. Yeah.
Like,
That's
what?
just irresponsible at this point.
This is so irresponsible.
We did not approve.
No.
You know what? Is it like so? Like on New Year's Day, even in our town, they do like the polar plunge. I know they're not breaking
yeah, they
through ice.
just did it.
Yeah, they just
yeah.
like so they do that. Do they worry about
Well,
someone?
usually
like,
there's like a firefighter
There's-
standing there
true.
or a scuba
Yeah.
diver.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
'Cause it
people
could
I know
happen.
they did it, and there's like safety crews there. Like they
Right.
have like the proper safety stuff
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and they're not breaking through ice. They're
They're
just
not breaking
going
through
into
ice.
where it's kind of
Open.
open.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's still current out there.
Yeah, yeah, because even our river here is there's tons of current.
Yeah.
It's crazy in different
Yeah.
places, and you don't know what it's like. So
Yeah, it was just, I thought that was stupid. Stupid.
it is
But
stupid.
we are not saying
I won't
anything
be doing
about
it.
the religious practices or anything like that. I think it
No.
could have been anybody doing anything like that, ice fishing or whatever.
We just need to
right.
make it safer.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's just just they're overlooking too much.
Yeah.
And now-
familiarity.
Well, like I said, like went in too confident.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
didn't have maybe enough fear or enough awareness of what they were getting themselves into, and
Yeah.
I think our kids were there too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gotta mess you up. That's morbid. All right, ghouls. That officially wraps up tonight's episode of GTOL. If you survived the ghosts, jail trauma, and Sarah's near-death tortilla experience, and mine also, you are truly built different. If you want to keep hanging out with us, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram. If you've got a creepy story, send it to us at gtopenlate@gmail.com. And if you're feeling generous, which you should be, leave us a 5-star rating wherever you are listening. Lance, thank you for humoring us and the audience with your story from beyond. We're your hosts, April and Sarah, reminding you to stay weird, stay spooky, and sleep tight, ghoul friends. We did it. Lance, any final words?
yeah, thanks for having me, and that was fun. That was cool.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no, that was good. I don't know if I liked reliving my jail experience, but I did now, and I can hopefully forget about it again.
Yeah, you definitely. And maybe if something else like spooky or crazy, or you want to just come on and tell like a wild story you heard or something, you can let us know, and you can come back on, and we can do another one.
I could tell you some wild stories.
Oh.
Cool. I like it.
Awesome.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. We did it.
Got a creepy, funny, or downright ridiculous story of your own? Send it our way. We love sharing listener tales. And remember, we can keep names anonymous if you like. Drop your story to gtopenlate@gmail.com and you might just hear it on Ghoul Talk, Open Late.